Today is June 18, 2026. I'll be going over yesterday's price session. I actually had work that day, so I couldn't make a trade recap. But still, very unfortunate day. Like I got break even by a tick and then ran a stop loss. So freaking just super frustrating, right? But I didn't overtrade. I didn't do anything. Took two trades actually. The first one was kind of, but I'm not gonna lie, it was a B rated setup, and the second one was really good. I actually liked the second one really got a lot, and it ran a TP. It just got unfortunate, got break even, got a bad fill. It is what it is. So coming today, I had more of a bearish bias. I wanted this 4 hour to get well before. Yeah. So I market open this 4 hour, which was my DOL. Got swept at market. Actually, be pre-market, it got swept. So after this got swept, I was leaning more bearish. Um, at this time, ES was also in the 1 hour, so ES still had the possibility. Wait, what? Okay, hold on. Had ES was still in this 1 hour right here, so ES still had the possibility of reversing from here. We could wick. We like showed like crazy wicks after like fully mitigating this 1 hour. That means true manipulation. That means I can still take a short lower down to my 30, 30 minute. My DOL, which was this 30-minute unfilled gap right here. Um, this was my DOL if we took this, and that's what we end up. That's what happened like pre-market. So market open, and we put in an internal SMT um, with this high right here. We put up an internal S&T, as in ES took this pre-market high, right? Took this pre-market high, and and NQ did not take this high, leaving us with an SMT. At this point, what do we get? We get a 1 minute inversion right here. We inverse this gap after we hold this 1 minute fair value gap right here. We inverse this gap, super clean. If you took this like discretionarily like short right here, I am jealous, gang. I'm not gonna lie, I did not take this. Why? Because I was looking for the highest time frame inversion, which was this 3 minute gap right here. So I was looking for this 3 minute gap to get inversed. In hindsight, probably should have looked at the 2 minute or the 1 minute. They both of these got inversed. And yeah, I'm just like, damn, because my DOL was correct though. My DOL was this 30-minute gap. I felt like we wanted to go down to this 30-minute gap and mitigate it after taking this 4 hour right here. What is ES doing? If you look, ES also inversed the gap. Also, what are we doing? We're wicking and closing below this 1 hour. So very clean thing, price and signature. I waited for the 3 minute and I did not. Yeah, I was on a 3 minute waiting for this 3 minute to inverse, and the 1 minute and the 2 minute both got inverse. So I should have taken this. I'm gonna lie, but I missed the trade because I was waiting on the highest time frame inverse, which is my entry trigger. But low key, look, I have it right here. I journaled this yesterday on my phone because I couldn't, but I have it right here where screenshots right here, boom boom boom, right here. See, so this is the trade that I ended up missing. It was the 3 minute. I missed the trade. This is a very good trade. Okay, let's see at the pros of this. Pros, right there. Pros. So look, I'm gonna read this. Pros. What do we do? Taking out the 4 hour eating me a high with an internal SMT. What 930 does what? 930 PO3 with an internal SMT. Two. The 1 minute and the 2 minute time frame both get inversed. Um, we have a clear DOL with LR. There's LR leading up to this 30-minute gap right here. We're really nothing's really defending this gap other than a small 5 minute, right? We have a bunch of stacked lows leading up to this 30-minute gap, right? Again, we have true manipulation, and then and yeah, and also this getting respected, this 1 minute fair value gap also showing, bro, we want to go lower. So yeah, really unfortunate. The only con to this trade is what this is not the highest time frame. It's not the highest time frame inversion. If you waited for the highest time frame inversion, you look how it closes. So if you did wait for the highest time, it closes like this, bro. Like this is, like, bruh, right? You're like, this is cooked, you know. So super unfortunate. Like, I really wanted this, but I waited for a high time frame, which I shouldn't have. So I journaled it. I'm like, okay, look, if everything is correct, right, and only the highest time frame inversion, like, hey, bro, everything is here. You have everything you need, bro. You have the SMT at the 930 wick. This is not high resistance. What we inverse the gap on the 1 minute and the 2 minute. We show that this 1 minute is defending price, is defending it and holding, right? What else do you need, right? So yeah, I just missed the trade just because I was looking at the highest time frame. In hindsight, I probably should have taken the lower time frame inverse because Judas plays with Judas's, bro. We don't. Most of the time we don't get like the higher time frame get inversed. We don't get them. Uh, we don't get a good close on them. Why? Because it's such like 930 volatility. And like this happens like today, exactly like today. I waited for the highest time frame and we got like the craziest displacement candle like ever, right? So unfortunate, I missed this trade, but at this point, I was bullish bias now. I switched my bias here. If we showed reaction off this 30-minute gap, I was willing to take a long off here because what we were gonna open up this 5-minute gap in. When we was gonna open this? So right here. Okay, so this is the first trade I ended up taking. Was this 5-minute gap right here? 5-minute mech model. It was actually a 15-second, right? I do take 15 seconds only if I'm super convicted. I took this 15-second right here. Let me see, right here. Why did I take this 15-second with like triple equal lows at my stop loss? Why? Because of ES. ES had a bunch of stacked. ES actually swept this right here. So we have an SMT. Now we have an SMT with both assets right here. Boom, right there. Right, was it this one? Yeah, it was this one. So yeah, this is the first trade I ended up taking, was this 15-second right here. Why? Because we had an SMT at the lows. I was still super convicted on this 5-minute. The only thing that's really like not good with this trade was like we don't really have an engineered stack of liquidity leading up to this 5-minute, right? We have an SMT, like, which also is protecting our stop loss, but we don't really have engineered liquidity leading up to this 5-minute. With Max, you always want some type of LR leading up to a gap. Why? Because price doesn't want to rebalance plays like this. If we have only like one swing low, which is really this, um, and that's really it. Like, it's not really that good, right? We don't really have engineered liquidity or LR leading up to this 5-minute gap. You only really have one swing and one 5-minute one gap, right? One 5-minute gap. So this ends up failing. I did not take a loss on this. I actually took a break even. Um, so I went break even around here. Also, what's wrong with this trade? No, I did not go break even. Wait, when did I go break even? Right here, I went break even after we closed above this because I wanted this to like hold and then we can rip. The reason why this is also went break even because at 9:45 was gonna open. 9:45 is a high time frame, 15-minute candle. So I went break even because of that. Also, we respected these 15-minute gaps, so I wanted us to keep going higher after this. So I think after this, I got break even right there. So also saved me from a loss, which is really good. The reason why this trade ends up failing is because what we're entering right before 9:45 opens. But we don't really have engineered liquidity leading up to a 5-minute gap. We don't really have that. So at this point, like, there's not really a reason. There's not really a strong like LR leading up to this 5-minute gap. So yeah, so that's why this trade ended up failing. So this is basically a B. I mean, we have the SMT, we have the already manipulated, we already manipulated on yes, we have these SMT, we have it inversion, right? We respected these gaps, right? So I went break even once we closed above this. Immediately got break even, tagging off our loss. Also, it's not the best trade. There were definitely like there's just no LR leading up to the gap. The structure really wasn't the best here, so that's why I should have probably faded this. Also, you're taking a 15-second, right? Um, and this is like the first, you know what I'm saying? It's like it's not the best, right? It's not a good trade, right? It's like okay, you know, this definitely could have been better. So I should have been more patient here, and I probably shouldn't have taken this. But either way, I got break even. What do we do? We end up running all these stops right here, and we get what, a 30-second inversion right here. So this is when I ended up taking my position long right here. After getting swept, now we have what? Now we have multiple swing lows leading up to this 5 minute gap right here, and what also in line with what 945 PO3. So this is also in line with 945 3, making it way better than the other trade that I was, which other trade that I entered on, which was right before 945 opening price. So now this opens at 945, and now it's in line with 945 PO3. Here we just only risk a 1-to-1 here because you're really just targeting this 5 minute gap. And I put my stop loss right at the swing low. And yeah, I was just looking for a 1-to-1 here. My break even point would be this 5 minute gap. It would not be this little LR here. We should easily run this LR and then, tap this 5 minute gap, right? And also, what makes this 5 minute gap really good? What is this agreed upon DOL? If we're bearish, we're gonna sweep it and mitigate it, and then go lower. If we're bullish, we're gonna fucking ran through it, right? So yeah, that was my break-even point, was this 5 minute. Immediately I take a position long, and I actually got a really bad fill. I got a bad fill here. I think I got filled like around here somewhere, literally around here. I don't know why. I just got filled right there. And then boom, boom, we tap this 5 minute. And since I got a bad fill, I get break even immediately and runs to stop TP right there. So really unfortunate. And also I would have got a 1-to-1. Yeah. Wait, would I? If I put, yeah. So yeah, my stop loss was like, I think right here. I got filled somewhere around here, bro. Like somewhere around here, I got filled. Yeah, and then I got break even, which is super unfortunate because I would have had a 1-to-1 here, right? I would have had a 1-to-1. And yeah, bro, at least my bias was, my agreed upon DOL was correct. It was this 5 minute gap. And yeah, I got fucked, right? I got fucked. Also, inside, also went the trade. I got saved by SMT. While being on the trade, there was an SMT forming that formed again, giving us a double SMT in the trade. Also, ES has engineered LR leading up to this 5 minute. So, really good trade. Really good trade. Just sucks. It just sucks that I got break even. And it ran to TP, bro. If I got filled right here, I would have been good, right? But I got filled somewhere around here, and I got like literally tagged out by like a tick and ran to TP, right? So really unfortunate. And then we had this 1 minute CIZ entry that some people took. I actually like this trade. It's really good. It's just there's no FVG here. I think the only reason why this failed was because of ES. I think yeah. I think ES was forming a 15 minute at your stop loss. So I think that's the reason why this one failed. Really good trade though. I actually like this trade because we have a sponsored 5 minute gap right here that both assets are in a 5 minute gap. We're sponsored by the 4 hour. We have a bunch of engineered liquidity leading up to this swing sell side liquidity right here. So yeah, I think this was a really decent play right here. We took the CISD entry. You don't have to always look for value gaps. If your drawing liquidity or DOL is like super clear, you can take like a CISD. It's just an entry trigger. We're really trading off liquidity. We're not trading off like for ifvgs or for value gaps. We're really trading off where is liquidity, and you can see where is more of the liquidity here is down here. You got swing lows. What is this 5 minute protecting? A high resistant high, right? 930 high. So yeah, you took this. I feel like it was a really decent trade. The 1 minute CISD targeting these low resistance leading up to sell side liquidity. I think it was a really decent trade. You should have went break even. Why you should have went break even is because of ES right here. You should have went break even. Why? Because ES opens up a 15 minute gap at your stop loss, right here. You open up a 15 minute gap. Okay. Okay. So yeah, right there we open up a 15 minute gap at your stop loss. So yeah, you should have went break even right around 950. 950 should have went break even. You would have stopped out at break even. Would have run to your your stop loss, which is you know, I mean today wasn't really what the hell? Yeah, today wasn't really the best day. I would say it's like OPEX and then bank holiday tomorrow. Like OPEX on a Thursday. Um, and yeah, that's really it. I got off after this 1 minute failing. I didn't take it, but I was like, damn, this is a really good trade. But yeah, after taking these two trades was the 15-second and the 30-second, I was like, yeah, it's kind of wraps, right? It's kind of, I took two trades at this point. I ain't gonna lie, after seeing both of these fail, and then one of them ran a TP and got break even by a tick, sucks. But it is what it is. And yeah, after this, I just got off. I'm pretty sure it was like a 1 minute short after taking this 930 wick right here. But I just got off, bro. I was feeling super like, oh my god, like, bro, I was so close. I was like literally one take away, and I got break even because I got a bad fill. So super unfortunate. It is what it is. So, you so I'm probably gonna drop like a bad testing video today or something because haven't done a back testing video in a minute. But yeah, I did follow my rules today. So what is it? It's like 11 out of 30, bro. This is the most I followed my rules for. 11 out of 30. I did take like a B rated trade, but still like I still was convicted in it. And this 30 second was really clean. Just super unfortunate. And yeah, that's really it. That's really it for today. 11 out of 30 did follow my rules. And yeah, that's really it. So